She's coming on it, coming from me. She said she don't feel me. Because she want my baby, can't feel me. Yeah. I said they won't feel me. Baby, give it to me, don't see me. Yeah. She said, they said, I want the other, she told me. She said she wants to take me away. Said she wants to take me away. Said she wants to take me away. We don't play no game. My move forward, my pull up. You don't find it so wine glasses off yourself, man. Move forward, man. Pull up. She don't find it so wine glasses off you. Man forward, man. Pull up. She don't find it so wine glasses off. We see bad man forward, man. Pull up. She don't find it so wine. She said she wanna take me away, said she wanna take me away, said she wanna show me the way, baby don't play no game, baby. Take time, take time,
Morning.
I know with the right people that make it kind of nice again. You see me? And then my cousin come look like she a come for down there. I have to tell her to stop. Slow down. And she crazy. She like the show. Tell her to.
All right. Let me wait until a few more people jump on and then we're going to get started.
She wanna take me away, she wanna take me away.
Morning, morning.
Show me the way, baby, don't play no game, but baby, take time, slow eyes, take time, take time. Follow me, follow me, yeah, to the destination. Follow me, follow me, yeah, to the destination, yeah. Take the lead, we can go anywhere, please, she says to me. Take the lead, I know she's coming on it, coming for me. She said she won't feel me. She said she want my baby, can't feel me, yeah. She said they won't feel me. Baby, give it to me, don't leave me. Yeah, she says to me, take the lead. I want my body and me and the she says to me, take the lead. Now what's the why you running me? She says she wants to take me away. If she wants to take me away, if she wants to show me the way, baby, don't play no game. But the day, take time. Slow eyes, take time, slow eyes. Said that man, move forward, man, pull up. She the funny so wine glasses off. Me say, man, move forward, man, pull up. She the funny so wine glasses off. Yeah, Batman forward, man, pull up. She the funny so wine glasses off. Me see Batman forward, man, pull up. She the finest of wine. She said she wanna take me away.
All right.
Said she wanna take me away. Said she wanna show me the way.
Let's get started.
Don't play no way.
Turn this down. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so, good. All right, guys, so we're going to do a little, we're going to train while we're earning at the same time for those who can trade, for those who can do VIX. Good morning. Hi, Nisi. Hi, Kian. Morning. All right, so what time is it now? Oh, 3:10. All right, boom. So we're gonna go over the trades that we took last night. So last night was the first time we took trades using the strategy, guys. So I did call out around four trades. I just dropped them the after charts in the chat. So I'm gonna show you guys how the strategy works from top to bottom. Let me put these things on it. Right. I'm going to show you guys how the strategy works. I know you can use it to make money, whether you're trading forex, normal currency pairs, futures, anything like that. All right. So first on the list was step index for everybody that was on the call last night. On TikTok, I did call this out for the buy, or for those who are on the Zoom. We have a beautiful push up out of the block right there. Everybody should have made money off of this last night. Bear in mind it's weekend, so you could get the market. You understand, a little bit choppy here and there, but you can still make money. All right. So as you can see right here, it did call out for your buy on the lower time frame. So what I did, let me hide the strategy 2 seconds. So what I did, I went on my lower time frame, which was on my 1 minute time frame. Because zoom in this so you guys can see what's going on over here. All right. And how I managed to get into this trade. All it takes, guys, is patience. That's it. Right? All it took was just patience, nothing else. All right, so you can see right here, so it called out the buy right here, right? We wait for the break and close, and then we literally get into the trade. It had pulled down and literally stay here so for a couple hours before it finally took off. So if persons were patient enough, all they had to do was stay in the trade, right? So if you notice, the market consolidates sideways before it run off, right? The reason why it was consolidating right here was because we had a strong area underneath this, a strong support. So this is why it was sitting at the same place for so long, because it's at a strong support. All right. After that, it literally went up in a profit, and the rest is history. Right? It did take a while for it to move, but as you can see, it did play out if everybody would have been patient. Now, how do you know when to stay in the trade? As long as you have the trend line green, you're still in the trade, you're not coming out of the trade. So as long as the trend line is still green, you're not coming out, you're going to be staying in the trade. And all you have to do is literally just stay in, keep moving your stop loss up in profit. Now, this case, because it was so choppy, right, you could have left your stop loss at break even right above the entry and literally just left it, yes, and go about your day, go about your night if you're sleeping, and move it to break even. So at least when the market is moving, right, you would have literally been making money while you're sleeping. So that was on step index. All right, we're going to delete this because we're going to start over everything in a little bit. All right, next on the list was 51S, right? This one, they give us a little bit of trouble, right, at the start, but it did end up playing out. Like I said, all it takes is patience, right? We call it out for the buy right here. It pulled down, it pulled back up, it pulled back down before it finally took off, right? There was a red box right here, hence why it took so long for it to break out. Again, you're staying in the trade, in the VIX trade, as long as this trend line is green. You're not coming out none at all. Unless you see the red box pop up right here, you see the warning sign pop up, or you see the red line pop up right here. You can use one out of these three things to get out of the trade if you want to get out. All right, but eventually it's still in our buy trend because the trend line is still telling us that buyers are still in control overall. All right, next analyst, I'm going to delete this because it's a new day. Next analyst is VIX 75 1S. This trade is still active. It hasn't done anything last night. Well, yeah, last night to this morning. It's still sitting at the same place. It's still active. I did call it out for a buy, but as you can see, there's no volume down here. Yes, and the volume is a low. Bear in mind today is Sunday, guys. So when it comes down to VIX, you have to pick and choose what pair you want to get into because remember on Sundays, the market does slow down. So I normally wait until, yes, and I see something set up nicely before I get into the trade. All right, so in this case, the trade is still active. We're going to leave it and come back to it later on because it's still active. All right, so we're going to leave it for later on. All right. Next on the list was VIX 75. We did call it out for, we've been in this trade from yesterday morning. Right? We've been in this trade from yesterday morning. It went up in a profit, come back down, keep on bouncing off of the trend line. But I did recall it back out last night. It pushed up in a little bit of profit. But if you notice, the red box, which is your resistance, keep telling us that, okay, it is not breaking through. Yeah, son? So for who did grab profit last night, could have grabbed some profit and come out, and then it literally come down, hit our stop loss, and same place where it hit the stop loss, at the same place it literally turn around back on us. Yeah, so we could delete back this, and then we could start over from scratch. So this training, we're going to do a little bit of trading in between if we see something setting up, and then we're going to do a training. So for those who have futures, you guys have this strategy. For those who have forex, most of you guys have this strategy. Morning, for those who have VIX, right, then I'm going to show you guys how to access it and how you can get into it or how you can get the strategy. If you're already in the VIX group, right, you already have $63 in, right? All you have to do is pay the difference of $100 to get access to the strategy. If you're in the VIX group already and you would like to have the strategy on your trading view, all you need to do is you create your free trading view. Send me a username once you've made the additional payment. Send me a username on TradingView and then I add it on for you. So I'm going to show you guys how to add it onto your TradingView chart and then you can start using it. I'm going to show you guys also how to add on the pairs from Deriv on TradingView right here. So let's start with this strategy first. So once you open your TradingView, right, and you're brand new to TradingView, you're going to delete everything off of your chart. So delete all of the pairs them off of your chart. If you're not trading anything else beside VIX, delete everything else, right? How do you delete the pairs? Over here to your far right, you're going to see some little bins beside here, right? Everybody on here have a TradingView chart already? Everybody on here have a TradingView account, I should say? Let me know if you guys have one already. If not, I did drop the link in the chat yesterday. For those who don't have any yet, all you need to do is register, download the app. You're going to need the TradingView app, guys, right? Right now, to get access to the strategy, you're going to need, right? You're going to need a laptop or a computer. You can't use your phone. You're going to need a laptop or a computer to add the chart, to add a strategy onto the chart. So that's a link for TradingView right there. All right. So that's a link right there in the chat, guys. If you don't have a TradingView yet, if you already have one, then you don't need, you understand, you don't need anymore, right? If you don't remember your login, just use a different email and register for free. All right. Now, once you go ahead and delete all of the things them off of your TradingView chart, leave it empty for those who are doing VIX. If you're just doing VIX and futures, you just need VIX and futures things on there, pairs. If you're just doing futures, you just leave the futures pairs on there. All right. So this is going to be a combined training with VIX and futures. Now, after you've done that, for those who want the strategy, once you send me your trading view name, I am then going to come around here and add it on for you. You only have 1 month, right, to get access to it. So 1 month from the day you pay. So if you pay today, which is the 20, today what date again, people? 26. So if you pay it today, it's going to take it out I believe every 28 billion rolling date. Depends on how much days is in the month. All right. So once you pay, right, you get access to it for 1 whole month. So from today to the 26th, you might get an extra day extra on the strategy. Once your payment don't go through, it's going to cut off automatically by itself. Right. So let me just explain that part. Right. Once you do get it, once I add it on for you, you're going to come up here where you see indicators on my screen. You're going to see indicators right here. You're going to click on indicators. Then you're going to click on invite only. So click on invite only. Then you're going to see where it says key impossible indicator and key impossible strategy. Morning. Right? So once you click on those two, it's going to appear on your chart like mine. Now, it might not be, I modify mine to make them a little bit smaller. You understand? If you want the settings, then I can always do the settings later on. So to get it, again, you're going to go to indicators on your laptop or on your desktop. Right? If you don't have one, I don't know borrow it name, but one tell them say you want to log in to somebody. You understand, laptop or computer really quick, log in with your username and your email and your password for your trading view. Make sure you log out back. You understand? Because you don't want people in your business. And then once you have it on there, it's going to mirror on your phone. So whatever you do on your desktop or on your laptop is going to appear on your phone. So the strategy is going to appear on your phone. All right? Nice. So from there, you're going to add on the chart, and then it's going to be on your screen like this. Once you have it on, you're going to see it on your phone, on your TradingView app. That means, say, if you're out there work, if you're out and about, wherever you are, yes, son, you can use it to enter trades on your MT5 or on TradingView. For those who are trading VIX on your MT5 until they fix up the broken here. And then if you're out and about for futures, you can also trade it on TradingView itself. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Everybody with me so far. Now, once you have it on your chart, you don't need to do anything besides sit down and wait until the trades set up. Right? So say, for example, we are looking to get into VIX 75 for the buy. What I normally do, I normally come on my day to see what the day candle is doing. So just like how we used to do it on the normal call, right? Just like how we used to do it on the normal call, where I start on my day and then I work my way down to the lower time frame. You're going to start off on your daytime frame. All right. You're going to start off on your daytime frame and see what's going on. Now, right now, we're in a little sandwich box on the daytime frame. And that will come out, right? We are looking for the day candle. So the day candle is right here. I'm going to zoom this out so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. So right here, so is our day candle. All right. It's telling us that, right, there's a little bit of buyers in there and less sellers. So you see where the market come down here, come weak, right here, so it's telling us that buyers are in there on the lower time frame, right? When you look down here in the volume, it's telling us that buyers are in the market. So you're looking at two things on the day, the candle and the volume on the strategy. From here, you're going to drop down to your 1 minute or to your 5 minute time frame. So it depends on which one you want to use. If the 1 minute is too fast for you, you can use the 5 minutes. You understand? So when I drop down to my 1 minute time frame now, I see this box right here. This box represents the ceiling, which is your resistance. All right? Your ceiling, which is your resistance. Now, for us to get into this trade for a buy, I need a break and close above this box. I can get a horizontal line and place it right here. I need a break and close above that red box for us to get in for the buy. All right. Once we get it, then we can get in. For now, it's not ready. Now, what can you do so you don't have to sit down on the chart all day? Put a alert on here. All you have to do is click on add alert, and when the alert goes off, I will hear it. So whether you're in the kitchen or wherever, you can get the alert by your phone. Right? You have in-app alerts. All right. For everybody that's just coming on, there's a chat box. There's a chat button in the middle. Click on it and drop a good money in the chat, guys. We're not just there for make money. All right. Nice. Right. So this is on VIX 75. Next on the list is 75 1S. We're gonna go back here. All right. And I'm going to click on the day candle. All right, the day time frame, sorry. So let me delete all of these. Morning. All right, so right here, so now we can see that we're in a little uptrend on 75 1S, not by much, but we've broken out of this consolidation area. Yes, son? Now, bear in mind now, guys, the strategy is already doing the work for you. Morning. The strategy is already doing the work for you. You don't have to mark up no chart runners, guys. Right? So let me show you the difference between the normal trading view chart, which I don't miss. Yes, for the 1 and 2 look there when we start using it, I don't miss it already. Right? So when you come around here, so I'm gonna go at 75 1S, so I'll show you the difference. When you come around here, right? When you come around here, you have to do the heavy lifting. When you come around here, you're doing the light lifting. Yes, and you just take a time and bend down a little bit and yes, and take up. When you come around here, so now you have to lift up heavy box or heavy metal. Round here, so you lift up like little small 10 kg boxes. You understand? So round here, you have to learn how to mark up your chart from scratch. Yes, son. When you have the strategy now, you don't have to do nothing like that. That's why I got it built in the first place. You understand? So, run here so now, right? And you can hide it off of the screen if you want to mark up your own chart. So it's up to you guys. If you want to hide it and still mark up your chart, that's totally up to you guys. But if you don't want them idiot there, right? Then all you have to do is keep it on and then that's it. All right? Now, next on the list, 75 1S on the day candle, right? We can see we have a little bit of sellers here, right? When you come down in the volume, there's buyers and the sellers in the day candle, in the volume, right? So we are above our resistance box, which means that we've got a break and close above, right? Now from here, from the day candle, we already identify what's going on. It's off buyers, off sellers, because there's a wick there. We're going to drop down to the 1 minute time frame back again, and then we're going to wait and see what's going on. Now, when we come down here, so you can see the consolidation, right? Everybody see this, the consolidation? You see where the red boxes and the green boxes are? Support, resistance. It's going up, down, up, down. It's not breaking lower and it's not breaking higher. It's basically in between, in the middle. You understand? So this is telling us that this is a consolidating market. So what we have to do? Wait. And this is where the strategy comes in. Right. So as long as the trade is doing this up, down, up, down, up, down, you have to wait for it to either break on the upside for a buy or on the downside for a sell. Right? Now, last night when I did look at it, we saw the little rejection and I call it out for the buy. People say, oh, it's going to sell. I said, okay, you getting at the seller and me getting at the buyer and we see who win. Now, it didn't play out, but it still has it our stop loss in the last much hours. Yes, son? So my strategy is right. It's at a previous support and it's not breaking lower, right? It's there sitting down. Now, for us to get into this for a buy, I need a break and close above the red box. Then we can get in for the buy. I'm going to drag, I'm going to put my alert right there. So when it's set up, then I can get in. Now, where you see this buy on the 1 minute time frame, let me use a vertical line so you guys can see what's going on. right? Let's say you had the strategy for VIX, right? And you saw the buy pop out. You need everything to line up green before you get in for the buy. Whether you're trading VIX, futures, or forex, you need everything to line up green first before you get in for the buy. You understand? Everybody with me so far? So you need a solid green candle. You need the two EMAs green. You need the EMA and you need the trend line green, right? And you need the green volume, right? If you're in the middle, right, and there's no red box there, then yes, you can get in. If it does set up and there's a red box here, you have to wait. In this case, that's what we're doing, right? Because the red box represent the ceiling. So it push up, rejected, come back down, push up, rejected, come back down, push up, rejected, come back down. This trend line right here that activates the buy and the sell, it acts as a form of elastic, right? So it acts as a form of elastic, and that's why it's bouncing off. You see, each time the candles come here, so it bounces off. You see this? Each time it comes right here, it bounces off and then bounces back up. So right here, if we did not have, at the time, we did not have the red box right here. So yes, we could have got in for the buy right here. If you're waiting on the actual word that says buy, all right? So in this case, we already missed out on that. For those who were in the trade from last night, it's the same trade. So now this trade is not ready, so we're going to go away and come back for that one, right? Next analyst, 101S, been pushing up nicely from the other day, right? You come back on your day, like I said, you're going to start off with your day, all right? Hold on a second. So right here, so you come on your day candle, right? You come on your daytime frame, and you're going to see what's going on. Right here, it says there's buyers in on the day candle. When you look down here in the volume, go zoom this out so you guys can see. Right here in the volume, there's no volume bar that's green, but in the line down here, which is a baseline, you do have green, which means buyers are there. Morning. All right. So this is telling us that buyers are in the market, right? On 101S. 101S is not my favorite pair, but when you move it, move. Yeah, that's why I like it because it's smooth. Right. In this now, from here, you're then going to drop to your 1 minute time frame. From your 1 minute time frame now, right? You are then going to wait for a break and close. Right? In this case, look on this. Nice, nice, nice. I told me start last night. In this case, the market had pushed up, created a resistance box. The support box is underneath. So right now, this is no longer a resistance box. It's now a support box. Now you guys can get into VIX 101S for the buy. I get it like myself there because last night I missed out a little bit of money. Come here. Why? I cannot bother. All right. 101S for the buy. All right. Everybody in, everybody in. So how do you know when to get into the trade? Good question. So as long as we have a break and close above the red box or above the green box, once we have the buy pop out, once we have a solid green candle, once we have the two lines green, and then down in this area, once we have volume, green volume, that's our cue for us to get into the trade. All right. Bear in mind, we're trading VIX and it's volatile. So yes, you're going to see the candles go up and down while you're trading. You're not going to, the same time frame that you enter the trade on is not the same time frame you're going to stay on. Right? The 1 minute time frame, do not stay on there because you're going to see up, down like Charlie Brown. You can move over to your 5 minute time frame if that's a little bit comfortable for you. Or you can move back to your 15 minutes. All right? So 1 minute and 5 minutes is for your entry, and then your 15 minutes is where you're going to use to set your stop loss. Now, this case, I'm now going to go to my 15-minute time frame. All right. Then, where do I put my stop loss, you say? Nice question. Right here, you're going to put your stop loss next to the previous support. So this red box right here is no longer a resistance. It's now a new support, right? So you want to make sure you give your trade some space. Bear in mind, this is VIX we're trading, right? So you're going to put your stop loss right here. All right, so the stop loss for 10-1S is going to be 10122.19. So 10122.19, sorry. All right, and that's it. Then you set your stop loss and that's it for the day. If you guys want to put TP, I'll show you guys how to find the TPs. So we're on the 15-minute time frame. What you will need to do is zoom in your chart to find previous structure. Look like 10-1S has been up here before. Now hold on a second here, so in a John shop. No, sir. 10-1S hasn't been up here before. But yeah. Right. So in this case, since the trade has not been, it look like this step at all time, I am here. Since this trade has not been up here before, or been up in these areas before, you can create stuff, you can create a TP. Yes, and just give it some space and put the TP up here, so if you want to put it up here. So, but usually, if there's boxes there, then you can use the boxes for TPs. We're going to find one next one. We have boxes, so you can use it. All right, so in this case, you can leave it there. I don't use TPs with VIX. For VIX and futures, I don't use no TPs. I only use stop loss for VIX. For futures, we're trading live, so I don't need to put no stop loss. You understand me? I don't go in and out of the market within minutes, or you understand? Couple, not even hours, couple minutes. All right, so if you want to put TPs, you can. Right, so that's 10-1S for the buy. All right, we're going to leave that alone. Right, next on the list, 25-1S. Only the pairs that I'm calling out right now are those pairs that I call out for everybody. Yes, and I do not trade boom and crash and a whole heap of different things. I'm not have time for them. There's something there. There's something there, heart attack business. Yes, and so 25-1S. I did not call this out last night because it was not ready. Why it wasn't ready? Because when I came onto my day last night, I saw that it called out a sell a couple days ago. All right, it called out a sell, and last night when I looked, it was at a previous support. So it wasn't ready for us last night. Now the new day candle start pushing down. You can see everything red upon the day. You have everything run as a red, guys. This is telling us that sellers are in on the lower time frame. We have volume red and we have the day candle red. In this case now, right, in this case, we would then come to the 1 minute time frame, or you can use a 5, right? Since this market already gone left way, it is going to retrace anytime soon. Yes, son? Unless we get a strong break and close on the lower time frame, then we can get in for the sell. Now, in this case, if we had saw this from earlier, you call out the sell right here. So, right, for us to get in for the sell, we would wait for everything to line up red for us to get in for the sell. So you need the sell, you need the red box above, you need the 2 EMAs red, and you need the volume red. So in this case, hold on, in this case right here, we're going to enter on this second candle right down here. So this candle, because you understand you need it below the lines for you to get in. And all you had to do, guys, was enter the sell on the 1 minute. Watch me now. Enter the sell on the 1 minute. If we had saw this setting up last night, and you're literally, it doesn't look like it's been selling off for for a long time now, but you see how it stay up on the 1 minute, and you can literally stay in this trade from here to here to where it's currently at. And yes, you're gonna make a little bit of money here and there on a smaller size. Yes, and it's so easy it is to use. Easy, easy, easy. You guys don't have to worry about, oh my God, me have got mark up the chart, and oh my God, this and no. Yes, and the strategy take out the hard work for Uno. All you have to do is line up the colors, take the trade. That's it. You understand? Nice, nice, nice. So, in this case now, for us to enter on a sell, I'm gonna drop down back to the 1 minute time frame, or you can use the 5 minute time frame. You understand? When it comes on to sell, I like to use the 5 minute time frame because it's more sturdier than the 1 minute time frame. All right, it's more sturdier than the 1 minute time frame. So I like to use the 5 minutes rather than a 1 minute time frame. In this case now, let me delete back these. I am then going to wait for a break and close below this area, below the green box. Right? Because remember, it reached one previous support, so we have to wait for the break and close below for the sell. If it gives us a strong break and close, if not, then we wait. In this case, I'm going to set an alert. Once it's ready, then I will, get in. Right, we can move on to the next story. Right, 51S, beautiful push up last night. For anybody that did take this trade, made some money last night. When we come on our day candle, we can see that buyers is in on the day candle right here. We can see that buyers are in the volume, right? The EMA is green. The trend line is green. We're in an uptrend at the moment on 51S. So I'm only looking for buys, right? If you notice right here, we have a resistant box on the daytime frame. It did push up right here and rejected back a little bit. So it's telling us that, okay, we have a little bit of, you understand, barrier right here. Get ready because this is getting ready to shoot up at any time. The earlier you're in, and the more money you make. So from here now, we are going to drop back down to our 1 minute time frame or our 5 minute time frame. Right? On our 1 minute time frame, right, we can see where we are, where we're at support, right? We have a break and close above already, right? So all we need is a solid green candle. We need the word buy to pop up. We need the two EMAs to be green, and we need the volume to be green. All right? Let's see how we'll go off on here. So, 25 on this. Hold on. All right, all right. Hold on there. We'll wait for this candle close a little bit. All right. So you see where I had my alerts? They did come down here and touch on my alerts. But look what's happening with the market. It's retracing back up. Right? And that's why I'm say is when you're trading these pairs, especially VIX, you have to be very careful. Guys, I run this and them name Patient House. Yeah, man. Yes, so you're coming like you work at hospital. Because guess what happened? You see like how the candle been pulling back down all night, all morning? It reached to our support right now. You understand? So you have to be careful what you're getting in for a sell. That's why I hardly call out. People ask me, I'm not call out trades to sell. I say, no, unless it's set up properly. If we don't miss out on the sell already, it don't make sense we get in a one. Right? So for me to get into this for a sell, all right, let me show you something here. So if you notice right here, look what happened. The green box pop up, find support. I just said it. The green arrow pop up, which is warning us and saying, Kim, get ready. Buyers are looking to come back into the market. You understand? So that's what's happening right here. It's saying that, Kim, get ready. Buyers are looking to come back into the market. So you need to get your body ready. You understand? For enter 25 one is for your buy. You're not going to enter the buy right now because guess what? Right? You need everything to be what? To be what? Green. Now, this case, I'm going to set an alert, right? Somewhere around here. So some remember say we are looking for getting into this trade. Right? Let's go back to 51S. So 51S right now is not ready. We still have the break and close above, but it's not ready to move sideways. Now, this case, I'm going to set an alert right here. So when it's ready, I'll come back to it in a little bit. All right. So at the moment, it's not ready at all. So the buy did pop up right here. All right, the buy did pop up, but we need everything to line up properly. So we're going to circle the ends and come back this up. Right. 101S, beautiful push up last night on the upside. Came back down. Jesus Christ, I'm already at 9. Came back down. And now we're waiting for it to set back up. No, just like the other pairs, we have the resistant box at the top, right? It pushed up, came back down, call out back for the buy, push up, came back down, find resistance, call out for the sell. It's been selling off for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days right here. Then the green arrow pop up on the day, warn us to let us know that buyers are coming back in. One next red arrow pop up right there, so one next green arrow pop up, so then it push up, it come back down, and it's been doing nonsense for the last couple days. That's all right, K-Con. The call is recorded, so if anything, you understand, you can rewatch it back later on. So we're just going over how to use the strategy. What minute was again? Right, 51S. So 101S, sorry, 101S. We have buyers in on the day candle. The EMA is green, right? And we do have volume in at the green. We have green volume in the bars down here, right? So there's only two things you're looking at when you come around on the daytime frame. The candle for the day, right? And you're looking at the volume for the day. Only those two things, right? So once you come around on the day, you identify what the candle is doing and what the volume is doing, you're then going to drop to your 1 minute time frame or your 5 minutes, whichever you're comfortable with. All right. In this case around here, so I would be looking for a buy because there's buyers in on the day. Yes, son? Right. So in this case, I would then set my alert and wait for a break and close above this red box for me to get in for the buy. This is the best thing about trading view. You know, if you sit, you know, some people actually you don't know me gallbladder boss are happy. Because when you run here so now, you have to sit down and pierce your eye on them screen around here so. You understand? You have to sit down and literally watch the chart every day, every minute, every minute. We are trade futures over this, so we have to jump and check the trade over here. So thank God for Evans and Jesus. Now we don't have to do none of that. We just set with alert and go and go do with futures, and then when we hear the alert and we see the local alert pop up down there, so we can just click on VIX. You understand? Everything is there already. Nice, nice, nice. Right, so this is not ready. We're going to circle and come back later on. Next on the list is step index. Beautiful push up last night. If you were on the call, you would have made money last night. You understand? Nice. Right, yes or no? You can see that it's been choppy. Right? It's been choppy. You understand? But on the higher time frame, which is on the monthly, we don't want to get too deep in the monthly time frame with you guys because you understand, most of you guys are not a swing trader. Now, what the strategy is going to teach you is how to do swing trading. Because as long as the trend line is still green, you can stay in the trade as long as ever. Right? Just make sure you have enough money in the account for any pullback or anything like that, or you can secure profits as you go along. So in this case, with step 100, we do have a little tubes of buyers in there. Our trend line is still green, which indicates that buyers are still in on the higher time frame. Then down in the volume right here, there's not much volume. It's coming from red to yellow. The yellow means to wait. So when you see the yellow down here in the volume on the baseline or the yellow bars, it means to wait. When you see the yellow on the outskirts of the candle, it means to wait. But there's buyers also in on the lower time frame. You understand? So if you see the candle pushing up, all right, you see it change from yellow back to red? I don't know if you guys just saw that. It changed from yellow just now back to red. And now it changed back to yellow. Nice. So from here, I am going to then drop to my 1 minute time frame. And all I have to do on here is wait for it to set up. And the 1 minute time frame is not ready yet. So in this case, if you look right here, it did call out a buy. Call out for the buy upon the 1 minute time frame, push up. So you could have made money from this in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Yes, and that's too short for me, so I wouldn't get into that trade. Right? Now I could have get in based on my account balance and stay in because I know that I could push back up. Now in this case, I would then put a vertical line right here and set an alert right here. So when I do get the buy, I can enter it. Once it's ready, then I'll get back in. All right. Next on the list, it's volatility 91S. Now, if you do not trade these pairs, guys, you do not have to put them on your chart. Only put what you trade on your chart. Because we see a lot of people, them trade step in, them trade step, them trade this, them trade that. When it comes on to step index and 91S, you have to make sure you have at least one good 200 in your account to trade them. No, these are the pairs that you need a little bit more to trade with. 101S, step 100, and 91S. Yeah, son, at least $200 or more. Right? If you don't have that, it don't make sense to trade it. Because they might blow your account one pullback. 91S, I do not call it out I don't call it out for the public. Because like I said, I don't know how much money you have in an account. So me not risk and call it out and blow an account and you say, Jesus Christ, keep me blow my account. I don't know me. Yeah, son? Nice. So round here, so now. Oh, it expired. Okay, I will send you the link in a little bit, Kim. Right? So guess what happened now, guys? With this now, right? 91S, you're gonna come, like I said, you're gonna come onto your daytime frame. Right? You're gonna come onto your daytime frame, and then you're going to see what's going on for the candle. In this case, we do have a little bit of buyers in on the day candle, right? And the volume is telling us that we need to wait. So the candle is yellow and the volume is yellow, right? In this case, I'm looking for a buy because we're coming out of a strong support. So this been sitting down here for a while. Yes, and in this case, I'm now going to drop down to my 1 minute time frame, and then I'm going to wait for it to set up. In this case, we did get a nice go push up this early this morning. I did not see it coming to that steep. It come back down, retest, created back multiple support boxes, and now it's getting ready for it to call out the buy. Now, how do you know when it's getting ready to call out for the buy? You have the EMA, that's green already, right? We need solid green candle. We're now approaching the trend line because this is the line that activates the buy or the sell. So we're going to wait for this to push up a little bit more, then it will call out the buy. Once we get the buy, we can enter. The volume is also green. So far, everything else is green apart from the trend line. All right? Because we're a little bit further away from this red box, we can get in a little bit early. If it was a case where the candles were all the way up here, so we'd have to wait for the break and close above the red box. I hope that makes sense for everybody. All right? So it's approaching it right now. Let's see what else I got on the John Chaperone here. Right, 25 1S. All right, getting ready. All right, so you see what happened right here? The market pushed up on the 1 minute time frame, came back down, right? It still did not give us a strong break and close. So now we have to create a new line down here, so. Yeah, son, because it keeps it keeps pushing up, retracing back down, pushing up, retracing back down. I need a proper break and close for us to get in for this sell. If not, we are going to leave it alone and come back to it later on. That's what we're waiting for. All right. Let me see what else is setting up. 75 1S. All right. And the 1 minute time frame, we still need a break and close above this area. So it look like it did push up, you know. Yeah, it look like it push up over here, so and then come back down. All right, so that's not ready yet. That. All right. So we don't have anything else set up right now, guys. Right. So the strategy is the same teaching for the futures, for those who are doing the futures. Now, what I've done, right? What I have done, guys, is for those who have the VIX, right? Let me reshare back my screen and show you guys something around here. So, all right. So this is the alerts that I've set up. So may I test them out at the moment. So for those who do have the strategy for VIX, you guys are getting alerts as well. Yes, yes, yes. All you guys have to do is download Discord. All right. When you download Discord, you're going to be sent the invite link to this alerts group. All right. So it's going to be telling you when to buy a volatility pair. right? So I've been testing it out from last night. I still have some little tweaking for though. You understand? But this is what it calls out from last night, right? So I set it up last night, call out 51S for the buy, 75, 75, 1S, step index. Only those I set up for now, right? I'm gonna be adding on the rest of them later on. Only what I trade I'll be adding in here, not the one of them. Yes, and only what I trade. So yes, so this is how it looks for the VIX side, right? For those who have futures, you guys can go to where it says indices, right? If you see NAS, you know, say NAS mean NQ. If you see without, there's no J30 on the future side. If you see XAUUSD, that means MGCL. What I'm gonna do for those who are in the futures group, I'm gonna write out the meaning for these ones. Yes, I rather have to set up a separate alert group for futures when we already have the indices there already. It's the same pairs. You understand? For those who trade forex, forex pairs are there as well. I only do the ones that are more profitable out of the market, like GBP JPY, USD JPY, you understand, GBP NZD, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna put all of them in there. You understand? And then for those who do stocks, using the strategy, you guys can trade Apple, Microsoft, etc., etc. So the VIX pairs, VIX alerts are there right there. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish add on the rest later on and go and test them out for the remaining of the weekend, and then it should be up and running by at least tomorrow. All right. Any questions so far, guys? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? While we wait, let me see what I'm going with the trade what we called out earlier. What did we call out earlier? 101S, yes. It's still active. Still active. You push up in a little bit of profit and come back down there. So we're only in one trade so far. 75 is getting ready. And 75 1S, the alert just called out. 75 1S just now for the buy. Went already yet. We still need a break and close above here for the buy. All right. So if we get the break and close above, then we can get in. Right. Any other questions, guys, regarding the strategy? This is recorded, so I will drop it in the group. I'll put it on my YouTube and I'll put it in the school platform as well. So for those persons who are in the futures and the VIX group can think there, can watch it in your own time. The link. Oh yes, let me send you the link, Kim. Let's see what's going on around here. So, oh yes, this has women somebody for though. Me. All right, hold on a second. All right, so where am I? Payment link. Where am I at? Futures. Copy. I'll send it to you. to your WhatsApp. I don't remember your WhatsApp number. Hold on a second. All right. Can you send me a message on Telegram? I can't find you. Morning. Second. All right, so hi, Princess. Morning. Let me see. I see you got everything on Trading View, the VIX and the futures. How do you get them there? Yes. So to get the pairs them, oh yes, we never go over that part. So we just went over how to use the strategy. We went over how to use the strategy and how to use it to get into trades. So I went over that part. So if you did come on late, then the call is recorded. To get the pairs, all you have to do is click on your watch list, right? Click on the plus sign right here. Click on indices. Then you're gonna type in VOLA, and you're gonna see, you understand, you're gonna see deriv right here. No, I don't have all of them on my chart because I don't trade everything on there. Yeah, son. So once you type in VOLA, you're gonna see deriv pop up right here in the middle. You click on the plus sign to add them onto your chart. So if you can't get it done on a laptop or a desktop, it's easier, then it will mirror on your phone. Yeah, son, how do we get Vixen? So that's what I was just explaining Sade. Is it Sade or Sadie? May I call you different name? So do you created your trading view already? Everybody? Right. So if you guys listen and watch the screen, you're right over here, so is your watch list. These are the pairs them that you favorite. These are the pairs them that you're gonna be trading. You're gonna click on the plus sign at the very top right here where it says add a symbol. You're gonna click on the plus sign right here. Click on indices to add the VIX pairs. Click on indices. Then in the box right here, so you're gonna type in VOLA, right, for volatility, short date for volatility. then you're going to see the derivative sign pop up right here, which is a broker, right? So if whatever pair you want, you're going to scroll through and find them, right? So with me, I had 75 1S already. You have VIX 10, you have 10 1S, you have so on and so forth. All of them are there, guys. Yes, and so that's how you find the pairs. I don't trade jump, right? 15 1S is too slow for me, so I'm gonna bother with it again. You understand? Jump 75 and they foolish. I don't trade those. So I'm gonna add them on my chart. I won't be adding those on my none at all. You understand? So you can add what you trade, you understand, on there. For the alerts are only gonna be focused on a few pairs. Only the ones that you see a call out so far during the session here, that's the only ones I'm gonna be adding on the alerts for. If persons want a pair and they want to trade it themselves, the strategy will still, yes, and tell you what to do on the screen. But me now put it on the alerts. So like jump and boom and them. No, some of them do them foolishness them there. Them they are heart attack pairs. Yes, they make your money, but nobody now have no time for them there. You understand? Right. If you look for trade them this up there, you have to have one good piece of change in your account. Otherwise, they look for your account blowing at no time. And when I go there, so my aim is to help everybody to make money with the strategy. And where you can also be independent on your own, where you not have to sit down and rely upon me to tell you when to enter the market. You understand? It's gonna be telling you what to do on the screen and via the alerts as well. Right? So say for example, the alert tell you to buy step index on the 5-minute time frame. All you have to do is follow instruction now, guys. It says to buy step index on the 5-minute time frame, right? Or on the 1-minute time frame. I don't want to put the alerts as 1 minute because it's going to be too noisy. You understand? So like right now, step index is almost ready. Right? So get ready, guys. So we're waiting for a new candle to pop out. All right. Nope, not ready yet. How do we know that it's not ready? We have a red box right here. It pushed up, created a next red box. So if it's not ready here, you can go up on the 5-minute time frame. Right? And the 5-minute time frame still not ready because we haven't got the break and close yet on the 5-minute time frame. Understand that? All right. So you guys I notice now. So we have to wait for, you have to sit down and wait patiently for it to set up, guys. All right. Shade, you added on the pairs already? Let me know if you find them. Or if anybody need help finding the pairs, let me know. If you guys have any questions, do let me know. And then I will assist while we're still here. All right, and then when we finish, I go have my Sunday dinner. Oh, you find them, okay, okay. So all you guys have to do is add on the pairs that you like or the pairs that's making you money. Yeah, so you know if you add on everything on here and full off on the screen, guys. You only add on the pairs them that you trade. So for me personally, I have 75 1S, 25 1S, sorry, not 25 1S, 51S, right? 101S, step index, and 91S. No, I don't trade all of those. I only stick to 91S, step index, 25-1S, and 51S. All right? Yes, I'll send it after. Right? So I only, did you send me a message on Telegram, Kim? So I only stick to those 4 pairs for me. And 101S, sorry, 101S is on here. Yeah, son. And only when it tells you when to get in for a buy, you get in, or when it tells you to get in for a sell. Me personally, I'm only looking for buys. Only looking for buys. Yeah, son. If them not set up, me leave them alone. You wait, you set the alert, and then you come back later on and see when them set up. All right, that's it. So 51S is setting up right now. So get ready for this, guys. Remember, so we're in so far. I think at 10-1S we now. All right, so we have 18 seconds left on this candle. 18 seconds. Hold on. So we need a nice break and close back above this red box right here. You might not see the little red box, but it's there. And it does disappear. So if the box is small like this, it does disappear once the price goes above it. You understand? In this case, we're waiting. Now, if we did see this a little bit earlier, we did start chatting now, I'm gonna see what going on. If we did see this a little bit earlier, we're gonna get in from right here. You see that? Easy, easy, easy. So right now, you would have been in a profit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 minutes worth of buy. You understand? If we did see the buy from down here, so. But true, because I was explaining, yes, I never want to rush it. But that's how it works. As long as everything line up green, boom, you're in for the buy. Yeah, son? Secure your profit. Either move your stop loss in profit or you close out your trade in profit. That's it. Yeah, son? Yeah. So we have 5 seconds, 4 seconds left on this candle. Hey, that push up to Jesus. Come look here. Right. 51S for the buy, guys. 51S for the buy. So you go back to your 15 minutes time frame. All right. And then you're going to put your stop loss underneath the red box right here. So, and that's it. That's it, people. You don't need to do nothing else. All right. I just put the long position there for track for yourself to track what the trade is doing. And that's it. You set it and forget it. All right. So that's our second trade right there. Right. Everybody still in that 10-1S, guys? Everybody still in? All right. Let me see what else we can get into. All right. So 75-1S is not ready yet. 10-1S is pushing up nicely. All right. You see what's going on? So we did enter the trade from over here. It pushed up, came back down, find support. Now we have double support. So this is telling me that this is extra, extra strong. Where's somebody ring school bell out the road? So this is telling us that we have extra support right here. Right? Everybody's supposed to be in a profit right now. You see that? Nice, nice, nice. All right. So all we have to do is wait. Right. Now 25-1S pushed up, came back down, still hasn't given us the strong break and close for the sell. So now it's telling us that we need to wait. All right. Now in this case, if you wanted to enter this trade a little bit earlier, let me show you how you would have get into it early before I get all the way up here. We have the green box. We have the green arrow that's warning us, that telling us that, okay, get ready, buyers are here, right? We have this EMA line, which is still yellow. The volume is still yellow. So it's telling us that it's not ready yet, but wait, it's soon ready. All right. You can see that the EMA just turned green. There's a little toops of green down here, but not much. You understand what? Right now it's not ready yet at all. So we can put the alert right here. So rather than us sitting down and waiting, we put the alert right there. So when you're ready, you're ready. All right. Everybody in the trades them so far? 101S, almost ready. Same thing with 101S. With the green boxes there for support. The green arrow pop up right here. So the EMA is green. The candles are green, but we need it to push up out of this area a little bit. So in this case, I need it to come out of this area. I'm going to put an alert right there. So, and we have the baseline is green, but not the volume. Right? So we need that to set up properly. All right. So these not ready yet at all. All right. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions while we're waiting? All right. So 75 1S. You still need a break and close above here. This is not ready yet. So remember, guys, today is Sunday, so we don't want to overdo it. You understand? We just want inner out. You saw this gone about the business? God, bear in mind, I'm still on the 1 minute time frame. So you see the impact, you understand, of how it moved on the 1 minute time frame comparing to the other time frames them. You understand? If we drop down to the 15-second time frame now, heart attack run you saw. You understand? This is on the 15-second time frame. Now I have the 15-second time frame because I have the strategy on my trading view. You understand? But that's how it looks on the 15-second. You see that? God like a salmon mouth. Gone. All right. So I don't use the 15. I use the 15-second time frame for myself, but not when I'm on the screen with you guys. Yeah, so because that heart attack business I can run this up me there, so I'm leave it alone one day. But I use it personally for myself. Yeah, son. So you guys are supposed to be in a profit on 10-1S and 51S is still at the entry. Let me say if we did see this from earlier, we could have enter from none, so still in a trade, but that's fine. Right. We don't see anything else setting up, guys. Actually, wait. Step index already. Hold on a John shop, yes, I keep. Right. Guys, you can get into step index for the buy. Me say me in them there. Come here. Everybody in, guys. Everybody in. Step index for the buy. We're getting a little bit early right here, so. Because we disappear when you ready run, go about the feet business now. Like a John shop. Right. So we're going to put our stop loss right underneath the red box right here. And that's us. Right. So the stop loss for, oh, I never given the stop loss to the rest of the trade them. Only 10-1S. Right. The stop loss for step index 7990.6. So 7990.6 for step index. Right. The smallest that size I think is 0.10. If I'm not mistaken, or 0.01. I remember. I don't usually call out step index in but yes, and when you see it set up, it does move. It's one of them smooth pairs. I like trading it. I love trading it. It moves smooth. All right. The stop loss for 51S is 328,684.69. So 328,684.69. All right, so that's pretty much it for now. For anybody that does want the strategy, I have, if you're in the free group, I just dropped the link in there. For those who are already in the group, if you're already in the VIX group already, you guys already pay half of it. So it's just to pay the remaining half to get access to it. So I'll create a separate link for that one for you guys that's already in. For those who are doing futures, you guys already have it. Yes, and what else? I think that's pretty much it for the day, guys. So we're coming back on for VIX and futures. is going to be one session later on. We're coming back on at around, 6 o'clock your time, which would have been 11 p.m. my time, because that's when we're coming on 1 hour after the market open. All right. So once you guys make a purchase, do let me know. Yes, and send me your trading view name so I can add on the strategy for you. Hi, Kanisha, morning. We're just about to end. We've been on for about 74 minutes now. So yeah, so once you guys make the purchase, then let me know. Make sure you create a trading view account. You only need a free account. You don't need to pay for anything. Send me your trading view name and then I'll add it on for you. Like I said, you need a laptop or a desktop to add it on. Right? Once you add it on, you don't have to go back on your laptop ever again. You do everything by your phone. You trade by your phone, you do everything by your phone. The alerts, them are going to come by your phone and everything. And then I will send the Discord link for the alerts in the groups as well. For the VIP VIX group and the VIP Futures group. All right? Right. So again, to add on the strategy, go to indicators right here. Right? Click on invite only. And then you click on the indicator and the strategy. If it doesn't pop up, close out trading view and go back in and it should be there. You understand? All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm going to eat some food. Once the recording is finished, I will put it on the school platform. The school platform, I will send you guys a link. For those who are in the futures, I will send you guys the link for you to guys to register on here for free once, because you guys already paid. And then the one for the VIX, I'm going to be adding the strategy training around there as well. Right? Because I have two different groups, one for VIX and one for futures. All right, guys. See you later on. Toodles. Bye.